everybody, and welcome back to some more Sky Factory 4 with Janky Nick. Nick, welcome back.
Welcome back.
To a little, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Nick, this looks like a guillotine. And it's kind of
Oh, no,
horrifying.
that's what I thought it was when you first put it down.
Oh,
it
gosh.
fully does.
It's, that's,
Look, he loves it. He thinks that you should attach him to it, and then he can, like, walk forward and then, like, just jump and let it drop, you know, on someone's head.
Oh, I mean, I guess, I don't know how often guillotines were used in the age when they were around, Nick, but I wonder if, like, when they weren't, you know, beheading people, if they maybe use them to, like, chop melons open or, you know, maybe dice some carrots.
Have you not watched
something?
the History Channel, Isaac, or channels where they, you know, put melons under guillotines or hydraulic presses and, you know, squash them? It's just, they're just showing what they used to do in the Middle Ages.
I like the idea that they reenact a Middle Age, you know, scene. And in the background, there's just a guy chopping carrots with a guillotine, just like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
you
you'd
know
probably have to clean the blade fairly often if that was the case, Nick. I imagine. I mean, I guess it depends on how sanitary you want to be, right? If you don't really care about hygiene, you could just, you know, plop off a head and then move straight on to carrots.
It was the Middle Ages. No one cared about hygiene. It's fine.
Of course. And also no one cared about plopping people's heads off. So yeah, Nick, I've rejiggered quite a bit of the base here. I've left the pagoda where it was and kind of rebuilt almost everything around the pagoda, right? So we have this new kind of outside central area with the lovely fountain. And then we've got all of these bonsai pots, Nick, which you'll notice are not perched upon chests as they once were.
No, actually.
They're
they're not.
Input systems have been completely redesigned, Nick. So if you come with me over to, I mean, you could just fly down under because you've got creative flight. I am completely out of creative flight, Nick. So I'm going to take the peasant way down, which is this
You take
elevator.
The peasant way, Isaac. Here you go. You can have one chorus fruit. There you go.
Oh, you're too kind, Nick.
My
you're far
gift,
too kind,
Isaac. My gift.
Here we go. I mean, it's like eating a 500-pound note, Nick. It's a little. It's so expensive,
Isaac.
Nick.
You know, when you're a billionaire, eating a 500-pound note is fine.
But we're not
It's all
billionaires,
relative.
Nick, for one. And also, it's still a limited resource.
No, Isaac,
man.
continue like that, and Resource Hog here is going to get the pan.
Please don't, Nick. So basically, Nick, the way that this works under here is you'll notice that we've got a bunch of item ducts. I even upgraded these, Nick, to impulse item ducts. The way that you do that is that you make standard item ducts, and then you pull glowstone over them with the smeltery. So you put a regular item duct into the casting basin, and then you pull out the energized glowstone over the item duct, and it makes it into an impulse item duct, which is just a wee bit faster than the default item duct, Nick. And then from there, essentially the way that it works, because we've got hopping bonsai pots, they automatically push their items into the pipes and then send it along to this one centralized chest, which is above our smeltery here, Nick. That one centralized chest then has 3 import cables because, Nick, these import cables are unbearably slow. Like, they're so slow at pulling things out of an inventory and then into the actual system itself. And then from there, Nick, they're of course put into their respective crates around here.
Slots, yeah. This is nice, actually, because everything is neat.
Thank you, Nick.
Everything is
Thank
neat.
you. I did try. I've also made sure to increase the priorities on all of the cabinets, so nothing should go into the cabinets that's supposed to go into a crate. Everything should, hopefully, go to its intended location. That's the plan.
Which is good.
On top of that, Nick, if we head on back up to the surface here, I have another new invention, Nick, that I found recently, Nick. And this one is going to blow your mind, Nick, because this
okay. I've been warned about this. Let's go.
Revolutionary, Nick. You know, there are certain things that are evolutionary. They're just steps forward in Minecraft mod making, Nick. But this mod is revolutionary, Nick.
Oh, gosh. So tell me more.
Nick, it revolves around these fences here, Nick.
Oh, okay.
Look at these diagonal fences.
I did notice these, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you what, Isaac, these curves, I was looking at these curves and I was like, damn, look at those curves.
Normal fences, you got to go around the corner here, Nick. Diagonal fences, boom, boom, it just makes a little diagonal connection.
I was thinking, look at the curvilicious fence, Isaac. It was really making me feel a certain type of way, man. Oh my God, I was, did you have to make a diamond-shaped crafting table to make the diagonal fences, Isaac?
Yeah, it's an extreme crafting recipe, Nick. It took 3,000 iron to actually get this diagonal fence working, Nick. But,
you do put the work in, don't you? Oh, fair enough, man. I don't blame you. It's worth it.
They're actually incredibly cheap. It's 3 oak fence and 4 sticks, so really cheap all over.
Nice.
Which is super nice. And I think for the most part, Nick, that's kind of all I've done. I've obviously made a big expanse around the pagoda now. We've got like a pagoda garden and then like a pagoda path.
This is really nice. Yeah, it's really helping with my feng shui, Isaac. It was really,
I'm glad, Nick. That was the whole intent. I've also moved some other stuff inside. We've got like this nether cake and our, cobblestone generator. Everything in here is kind of just like slapped down right now just to give it some place to be, that's not out in the open like it was before.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not filled with stuff, this pagoda,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the idea as well.
And, like, I know that, we want to keep it, in the theme, Isaac, and have, like, floor-level chairs and stuff in here and, some nice rugs. But you also need to keep with the practicalities. So our sandwich station and storage request table and nether cake, they have a place here too.
They do, Nick. They do. I did remove this. I didn't move the storage network master. And so you do have to relink your storage remote. The only thing really, Nick, that I left, the two things that I left, I guess, outside of the pagoda are, of course, Horse Island, which I do intend to move because I want to keep him. The horse is not going anywhere, Nick. This is a fantastic invention that we have right here, and he's going to make chopping wood just so much easier.
Oh, you bet, man. Like, this is the best thing since sliced bread, Isaac, and that's, sliced redstone.
He could slice that bread, Nick. If we put a loaf of bread under that pseudo guillotine over there, he could.
Oh, my gosh.
He could slice that bread, man. He would be... Got our own freaking Warburton's factory going on over here.
Oh, you bet.
Other than that, Nick, the only other thing I left was this monstrously tall sugar cane.
It's good, isn't it? I want to get this to build height without doing anything to it, right? So, what is it now? I'm going to go up and
I'll let you
have a look at its Y level. Here we go.
It's
pretty high.
It's so freaking high, Nick. It's ridiculous.
We're looking at, oh my God, it keeps going. It goes past the clouds, Isaac. I thought it stopped at the clouds. It's at 164. So it's over halfway there. Like, that's mad.
Oh, geez. I mean, last time it was... last time it looked like it was about 16 blocks tall and I thought it had hit its peak, but then I came back on and it's just kept going. It just doesn't stop. It just keeps on growing. I wonder if we can force it higher with the...
Oh my God, I can see it just extending, Isaac. And you know what? My view is amazing because there's a shooting star flying past it.
Oh my goodness.
My wishes are coming true, Isaac, because that thing is freaking growing and it looks like it's not growing like block by block. It's growing really smoothly, like it's erecting.
All right, there we go.
God, this is beautiful, Isaac. I've never seen anything like it.
I mean, that's a landmark right there. That's a wonder of the world, if ever I've seen one.
Bet.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, what a shot. That is something for the movie theaters there. Beautiful.
Holy heck. So yeah, I put down some other bonsai pots as well. Like previously we didn't have copper, we didn't have emeralds. Those are now down mixed, so we're actually getting the resin and the acorns for those materials. I've also left some spare slots around here just in case there are any more saplings that we don't yet have, although I think we have got pretty much every sapling right now, at least every major one. But
that's good.
Just in case, Nick, there is a bit of redundancy here for some extra saplings as and when we need them, Nick. And that leads us nicely onto what I hope we can work on in today's episode, Nick. And that is finally the thing that we've been talking about working on for the last 7 episodes, Nick. And that is automating the processing of our resources, turning all of our resin and all of our acorns into amber to be smelted and to be placed back into storage chests, Nick, so that we can actually access all of the items in their base usable form
without having to make them every time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got this little area set up then, over here.
Yeah.
And what we were thinking was that we would basically just set up a line of packages and then just have the process tree just go downwards into their final form. Isaac, just like me. Isaac, the further down I go, the more I become my final form.
Yeah? Your feet are just super feet and then your hair is just bald.
I've got one strand, Isaac. One single strand.
It's like
it's really thin. I look like Homer Simpson.
Your hair, the top of your hair is like you as a baby, and then as it works down, you get older. So your feet are
I've got
really
varicose veins, old ass wrinkly feet, and then I've got my face. Actually, I've got a dummy in my mouth right now, Isaac. I don't know about you. I'm just really good at being a ventriloquist.
That's incredible, Nick. Honestly,
thanks, man.
That's incredible. So yeah, the plan essentially here is to. I didn't want to do this. I've got some leftover glowstone, which I did not mean to pull out there. Can I pull out a whole block of glowstone here?
Yeah, you might as well at this rate. Oh, yeah. You're almost there. You're 3/4 of the way there.
I need a little bit more glowstone. I don't know. I think we're very almost out. Oh, no, we got 56 left. We're okay. Here we go.
You're all right. You only need 250 millibuckets
Which I
left.
think is like one piece. The good news is that this smelts incredibly fast. The glowstone like breaks down
that was
super
really
quick. Is this going to just make a block of glowstone? I think it is. I think
so. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, the plan here is to take all of these assemblers here, all of these crafters, or packagers even. I'm going to package the acorns and the resin into their amber form, if it's an ingot, or into their block form, if it's like redstone or diamonds or emeralds, etc. And then from there, we're going to pump them down into some mechanism machines. We could just pump them directly into an energized smelter. That would go ahead and smelt them into ingots, but we can take it one step further. Like if we go to double our output, which is the reason why I'm using this smeltery at the first place, because we've only got a certain amount of osmium, Nick, and if we put it through the smeltery, we can double it. Hopefully, once we get our mechanism machines up and running, Nick, we can actually take it one step further and double it with the mechanism machines without having to go through our smeltery here, Nick. I am dying of hunger.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hungry, okay, Nick? We don't have any food.
Oh my God,
all
Isaac.
right?
I mean, sandwiches, bro.
We've got our bread, you madman.
I've got 2 wheat. Do you have 1 wheat?
I've got there's 10 wheat in the system. I've made some. It's okay. I'm just gonna eat this bread.
Okay, you're all right.
But yeah, food is an issue, Nick. It's
yeah, which is ironic considering our entire premise is sandwiches. But you know what?
Yeah.
Hush.
Oh, shh. Nick's just placing his finger up against my lips. Just no.
Yeah. Slowly. And then I actually just proceed to just put my finger in your mouth, Isaac. You just keep going and then like put it down your throat and give it a little wiggle.
All right, Nick, I'm going to work on getting the basic early game mechanism stuff up and running. I'm going to try and get a metallurgical fuser and then move on to the energized smelter. And I think it's the purification chamber we need. Whilst I do that, Nick, could you set up some form of power generation for the mechanism machines that are going to go over there? It can just be as simple as like a basic generator for the time being.
Sure, yeah. I'll do that. Just a basic generator. Let's have a look. I'm pushing my Nick detective glasses up. Nick generator. Simple combustion generator. Simple calorie generator. Yeah.
Also, Nick, where possible, you might want to use the elevators. We are you're flagrantly abusing the remaining chorus fruit that we have, Nick, you know? And
I am.
It's going to hit you like a ton of bricks when we suddenly run out of chorus fruit.
When I run out and I can't.
You just can't fly anywhere, Nick. So, I mean, you know, maybe just consider...
How much time does one give you?
It gives you 2 minutes, Nick.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good for another 30 minutes of flying, Isaac, don't you worry. Completely taking outside the fact that I should probably give them to you as well.
It's not...
Don't you worry, Isaac. I've got a go age. Enough for the whole series, man.
There were 10 more in the system, Nick.
That's all right, then. You take those for yourself, you glorious boy. Well, I was at this Thai restaurant yesterday, Isaac.
Oh, yeah.
And I was looking at the menu, and there was this item on the menu that interested me greatly, Isaac.
Oh, yeah.
It was Thai ribs.
Oh,
Isaac.
I see. Of course.
And it interested me greatly. And then I thought, Isaac, you know, ignorance is bliss, and I just ignored it.
You're like, I'm not trying that. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's
because
fair,
ignorance
Nick. That's
is
fair.
bliss.
Ignorance is
and also
bliss.
Because I thought the ribs wouldn't be the speciality of the restaurant.
Almost certainly, yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
So I'm going to save my rib virginity, Isaac, for, you know, like a rib place, Rib City.
See, you've built it up so much now, Nick. Like the facts. So, bank story here for those who are unaware. You're not going to believe this, but Nick here has never had ribs of any variety: pork, beef, chicken, frog. No ribs.
Chicken. I've never had chicken ribs. I've always wanted to.
And yeah, and now he's, you know, it's been built up, Nick. You know, you've built up this idea of perfection, and I feel like it's just, you know, you built it too high, Nick. You built it too.
Oh, you know it.
Too high, Nick.
I've built it far too high, which is why I think that this has been hyped up so much.
Yeah.
That like I actually just might hate them. Even though they're actually really nice, but they've been so overhyped that I hate them.
There were a lot of things like that, Nick, right? There were a lot of things, especially food substances, right? Like, don't get me wrong, bacon is delicious, but I think it is overhyped. You know what I mean? Like, for people treat bacon like
people live for it.
Like it's some kind
people
of
die for it.
Food.
Even
like,
Isaac.
I don't get it, Nick. I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Neither do I, man.
Do you have any foods that you think are, or anything in general, I guess, that you think's like overhyped?
Good question. Food I'm thinking mainly of. I know some people who don't like chips. They think chips are overhyped. And that's fair.
I can see that.
You're not a bigger fan of chips either, are you?
I'm not a huge fan of chips. No, I can definitely see that. I think, especially in the UK, we eat chips are everywhere. You can't avoid
literally
chips. Like every single thing.
And by
chips,
I mean thick cut potato fries or fries in general, not what we call crisps, which some people call chips.
Yeah, of course. For the US out there, we're not talking about potato chips. We're talking about fries.
Yeah.
English chips.
English chips.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh man.
In America, I think they call like thick cut chips just like thick fries with 2 C's.
I think that is almost certainly not the case.
No? Oh, I thought they did.
Oh, can I get can I get the steak with some thick fries?
Can I get the thick steak with the thick fries?
How would you like your steak, sir? I'd like it thick, just thick, like my fries.
How would you like your gravy, sir? Oh, you know what I'm about to say.
Oh man, yeah, I don't.
That's what I said when I tried my steak, Isaac. Maybe that's why it was so raw in the middle. Because it was about a meter thick.
Oh man, jeez, they do some pretty big steaks, man. Have you ever had like a gigantic steak?
Well, I can send you a picture of the first steak I ever had, Isaac.
Oh yeah, this is where we just sends me a picture of like a cow smiling at the camera.
He knows. He's one step ahead of me.
But like there were some gigantic steaks, that take.
It was very thick. Now, this restaurant was absolutely pitch black. So the picture I'm going to send you was extremely blurry because it was like flash on and my camera isn't very good with darkness.
Did it also have like spinning chairs? Like how does the darkness make it blurry?
I don't know. There wasn't enough light. It just had office chairs and I'm trying to defend it. Here you go.
Oh man.
That's a screenshot of it.
That is a pretty thick steak. That's a well done steak right there, my friend.
Well done as in well done? Or well done as in good job, boy?
Well done as in good job, my man. Not well done as in like that's, not medium rare. Well done as in that's well made is what I was going to say.
It's well crafted.
Yeah, that's some craftsmanship right there.
It's very nice.
Yeah, some good stuff. Good stuff.
So yeah, that's what I'd call a thick steak, Isaac.
That's pretty thick. I'm talking more about just like, because that one's thick but quite small. I'm talking about like some of them are just gigantic monstrosities that no normal human could eat in a regular time frame.
It's like a party steak. They've taken a ticket made from a thick cow.
Excuse me, can I order a steak for the table? I would like to share it. We'd like one of your party steaks.
Party steaks. Hey, I'm telling you, it's a good business idea. No?
I think you're onto something there, Nick. I think we should start a new business where we sell party steaks.
Too. Party steaks.
Kids who've got birthdays coming up, you just...
Instead of, when you've got the goodie bag at the end, instead of like little slices of cake, they've got little slices of the party steak.
You know how they have like those, like Subway do those like 6 foot long subs that are for like parties where you can cut them up and give them out and whatnot. We just do that, Nick. We just bring like one gigantic party steak.
Yeah,
and
just slap it down on the table. You like have to, when you air a bed and you take the end of the bed sheet and you lift it up and like wave it. That's what you do with the steak, Isaac.
Oh. And I want people to come in and cut it like it's a cake. They cut out like little triangles and just walk away with it.
Yeah. Put it on a plate.
Oh man, I think
on a paper plate. On a paper plate.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh man, Nick, we need to patent that idea immediately, man. Like that.
I know, right? What are we doing? Putting this on the internet.
I know. Party Steaks LLC. That can be our new business, Nick, for when this
Party Steaks International.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Party Steaks. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Do you have the item ducks, Nick, by any chance?
I do, Isaac. I've got some impulse ones that I've kindly stolen from you.
Could I steal 2 of those back from you? Thank you.
You may. There you go. That means I only actually just have 2, but it's a start.
Well, Nick, it's all for a good cause.
Exactly.
So actually, go on. What's up?
I was going to say, how does this thing work? This storage export cable. I've put a piece of oak wood in it. I'm assuming that's not correct.
Let's
I'm just like
I need to
slap some oak wood in there.
So yeah, you decided to export oak wood, and that's not put it in the.
Oh, I'll tell you why, Isaac, because there's actually no oak wood in the system.
No. Like some's going into the bottom generator there.
Oh, I've put those in there myself.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There's literally no planks.
Yeah, you might want to augment this with some kind of crafter. Yeah, so you can turn the logs into planks and then from there
and then have that.
We do have an auto crafter in the system that you could potentially use.
Yeah, that could work. Sure.
If you're feeling randy. So let me see here. I need to put in, what's the recipe for iron amber? It's 4 acorns and 5 resin. So 1, 2, 3, 4 acorns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resin. And that is going to make us 1 iron amber. Now, I'm just, like, I have a sneaking suspicion, Nicholas, that the way the processing cable works is that it exports the items required, but then imports the item that's made, if you know what I mean. So, like, this packager here is going to take 4 acorns, take 5 resin, and make 1 iron amber, but then our original plan was to pull that iron amber down. I don't think that's going to work. I think the iron amber is going to be immediately pulled back into the system and sent over here somewhere. Due to the way the processing cable works. I think the processing cable it will take it back out of the top, is what you're saying. Yeah, I'll just pull it right back out of the packager and send it back and put it.
I see.
For now, it'll put it just
there's no dedicated output slot.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Now we could, I think, rectify that with storage link cable. If I put. Let me.
I'm sure you can figure it out, man.
Let me crunch some crickets here, and I can see if I can't find anything.
Please do. You ever eaten crickets, Isaac?
I have not. Have you?
No, but I think people do. Some people eat dried insects, and it's not on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Dried insects. I mean, I always hear about stuff like that being good for you, right? Like, you should eat more. Like, we should, like, they're a good source of protein or whatever, and we could feed the world on insects or something.
Rich.
Yeah, like, if everyone in the world ate insects, the world would be happy. So, I don't know, like,
something like
just
that.
Some nonsense like that. Yeah. I feel like that's the kind of thing that we hear a lot. The kind of that you might hear a lot. Yeah, sure. Although I have heard once in passing. Would you be down to eat insects, Nick?
No,
Isaac.
No, I'd rather have chips, Isaac. Full circle.
I mean, fair enough, man. Fair enough. You don't think that insects could be tasty?
I'm sure with, enough salt to dry your insides out, then maybe, Isaac.
Right.
But
yeah, I mean, like, what if we, as a society, I'm sure if we started eating insects, Nick, we'd get to the point where we were pretty good at making tasty insects, right? Like barbecue smoked baby back insects, with
insect ribs.
Ribs, tiny little,
just like bite-sized entire portion of ribs in one crunch.
Exactly.
Do insects even have ribs? No, of course not. They've got exoskeletons.
Is that
usually?
Is that a defining characteristic of insects?
They don't have ribs. Anything without. Apparently, fish are insects as well.
About the exoskeleton, you donkey.
I think that's. I don't know.
Like, there's a word specifically for not having. For, like, I'm sure that
something, right?
I think that there is one for having an exoskeleton, right? For being an exoskeleton creature. Yeah. There is like a word for that. I don't know what that word is.
Yes.
But
no, same.
But sure, because I don't think all insects have exoskeletons. I don't think that's the case.
No, definitely not.
But some do.
Like ants. I'm pretty sure ants don't have them.
Sure. That sounds like it could be right. You can tell we know what we're talking about, Nick. We're scientists here.
You know it.
So energizing chamber, and then energized smelter. So the system has changed a little bit here, Nick, from its original intent.
Right.
But I think it should still work. However, I do need juice at this point, my man. I need energy cables coming over here to feed.
Okay, don't you worry.
My power.
So, this is about to get set up in its baby form. All I need is that auto crafter.
Don't forget that does require power.
I was just about to ask if it requires power.
Yes, I am fairly certain it requires power.
Right, so I'll just refeed. Yeah, it does. I'll just refeed some of this combustion generator power into it then, hopefully.
Okay, sure. I'm going to servo. So this is the basic. I have the basic premise here for.
Right.
I'm pitching you my movie idea, Nick. This is my basic my basic premise is this right here.
Yeah.
Okay, let me take.
I
this out.
see. Okay.
Oh gosh, I managed to. Oh my. Oh, I really fudged.
God, I thought you were looking down at the chicken then, but you're actually looking at this garbage. Isaac.
I had some real weirdness happening for a second there, Nick.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to hear it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But
okay, you can pull out of these simple combustion generators. They are producing a little bit of power. Just bear with while I.
Yeah, Nick, you do you, man. I'm gonna.
Thanks, man.
I've set up like my own temporary little doohickey here. I'll we can.
Okay, so you're okay for now.
Yeah. I'm okay.
All right. Let me make. Yeah, I need some more of these impulse item ducts, Isaac. I'm getting an impulse for them. Here we go.
Yeah.
So I need to make. So is it literally just leadstone or just regular ass item ducts?
Regular item ducts, which are lead and tin, and then you just pour glowstone over them. Yeah. Simple as. Extremely easy.
Beautiful.
So I'm assuming, Nick, that under like life and death situation, you would eat insects.
Oh yeah. Like, if I had literally nothing else other than my own flesh.
Which we've been over before, Nick, I don't think is going to sustain you.
No.
Like, I don't think it contains the nutrients that you need.
No.
Right. So, considering if you did have, to eat some insect to survive, would you have an insect of preference?
Oh, maybe. I've heard that back to the crickets thing, Isaac. I mean, mate, what about crickets, right?
I mean, what about crickets?
I mean, I'd choose them as my insect of choice.
Crickets? I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Crickets, they are... I assume, I haven't eaten crickets, and so I assume they're, crunchy.
Well, that's exactly why I said that, yeah, because I agree. I think they're also crunchy.
You don't want something that's, soft or slimy. You want,
No, because that's awful. It's like a slug. I don't eat no slugs, Isaac.
Yeah?
I ain't no slug eater.
Would you eat a slug to survive, Nick?
I'd rather not.
Do you think that slugs are nutritious?
Well, I think they're repulsive, Isaac. I've always hated slugs. Almost as much as I hate spiders and cockroaches,
Poor sluggies.
What? This is where Isaac's about to reveal to me about his pet slug that he's kept all his life.
Yeah, I've got a little army of pet slugs in my...
He's actually just on his head right now, just slugging around. Uses the slug slime as his hair gel. I know how you roll.
Nick, this is working, my man. Come and look at this.
Hold the phone. I'm just making some tin.
This.
Which is good, Isaac, because, I mean, that's exactly why I want... Well, this is what your system's about to do. It's about to do things like make tin. Let's have a look.
So, Nicholas, we have at the top, we've got a processing cable. I've got 13 seconds left of flight, so I'm going to land. We've got a processing cable, which is specifically told that 4 acorns and 5 resin will make 1 iron amber. So it makes it, and then it tries to pump it back in the system. But that's where we have this storage link cable behind this iron amber here. This is set to the highest priority on the network, so the iron amber will always go to this crate here. And then from that crate, it then goes down into the enrichment chamber. It's then turned into 2 pulverized iron per 1 iron amber. And then from there, Nick, if I go ahead and turn on auto eject like so, it's going to push down into the energized smelter, and then from there, Nick, we can go ahead and put an import bus on the bottom of that, and that will import right round and into the iron dronic, fully completing the process of making iron ingots. It does mean that we are going to have leadstone flux ducts like this, so I think getting rid of the back set of packages is probably going to be a good idea here.
Right.
You know what I mean? We could still do it. We could still have these packages work. Can you put them
across the back? Just here.
The cables.
In these little slots. Yeah. I mean, there's a flux duct.
It's kind of, but it's kind of hard to hit this middle one because of the cable here. You know what I mean? We could make it work, but then again, the enrichment chambers need power and, everything. Fine, Nick. You
right.
piece of trash. I'll make. Oh my! This freaking guy.
Come on now.
Why are you making paradise? Why do you just make it not bad? You idiot.
I know. I'm always adding the worst input.
Oh
man.
my!
I can't help it. Can't help it.
Oh man!
Here we go.
So crickets would be your go-to insect of choice.
Yeah, I think so. Just because that's also what I've heard. I think that's the stereotypical insect to eat.
Sure.
Rather than picking something rogue like bats. Everyone knows bats are famous insects, don't they?
I don't think bats count as insects. Although that would be great if they did.
Can you imagine? Have you ever seen a bat in real life, Isaac? Like in your attic or something?
I've not. So bizarrely, I've not seen a bat in my attic, Nick. But I have had one of my cats bring a bat home.
Oh my god!
Like they've managed to capture a bat and bring it back to the house.
That's wild.
It's insanity, yeah. But no, I have seen a bat in that circumstance. Oh, Dobby Tucky requesting a TPA. Hello.
A TPA?
A teleport. He wishes to join us. Here, oh my goodness, look at Nick.
Oh my god.
He's just here. He's just flexing on us. Have you seen
that
this?
It's too much flexing. Please, come on.
He comes bearing chorus fruit, Nick.
Oh, what a legend.
We welcome this man.
The flexing, making it rain chorus fruit all over
I mean,
our
he gave
faces.
us 15, which is better than nothing, man. And
better than nothing.
He also doesn't have the ability to make it. So I mean, he's just being nice there.
That's ultra flexing then, because he must have so much of it and he doesn't even care.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't care.
Big F you. I don't know how I feel about that.
Big F you. Oh, okay. So I need 4 steel for each of these. So 4, 8, and then so 8 multiplied by the remaining 7 is 56. I think I need 56 more steel.
Look, Dobby Tucky is so confident about his freaking chorus fruit. He's gone to sleep.
I know, man.
He's gone to bloody bed.
Where's our bed? Do we not have a bed?
Probably not. Let's be honest, Isaac. We've probably just neglected it massively.
Thing is, I don't think Dobby can go to sleep unless we go to sleep. I think he needs half the people on the server.
No, yeah, he does need half the people on the server.
I've made a bed.
I mean,
just because he gave us the chorus fruit, Nick, I've made a bed.
You've gone to sleep.
I've gone to sleep.
repay him.
There we go. That's how we can get our chorus fruit going forward, Nick,
Just keep sleeping.
Well, just refuse to sleep until we are paid in chorus fruit.
Oh, I see. Turning bribe into blackmail, I like it.
Exactly, Nick, exactly.
All right, Isaac, we are officially connected. We're online.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Now we've just got to replicate it.
I can hear the screaming of the energetic smelter here.
Yeah. Sounds like a freaking washing machine on full spin. It's so annoying.
It does sound like a washing machine. So each one of these machines at base, like we can of course speed these up later, but at their base speed use 20 redstone flux per tick. And so we're planning on using whatever 16 times 20 is. What, 3,200?
3,200, yeah.
Redstone flux per tick?
Quite a large amount.
These produce, what, 80 RF per tick?
30, 40. So that we're producing, once all of these are online, we'll be producing 960.
Right. So to get the 3,200 at 80, we need 40 of these.
Okay, on the flip side, these basically, you can interchange these combustion generators with this infrastructure. So if we, for example, wanted a better generator, we could just replace them.
There is an upgradable combustion generator. You see that? There's like a higher tier of combustion generator.
Combustion. There is, actually. So we need these modifier components, which need black concrete powder, which is not that
It's not bad at all. Sand, gravel, and then pulverized coal. Pulverized coal you can make in the grinder.
Oh, yeah, right.
I just wonder how much juice they pump out, That might be...
yeah, sure, we'll make one.
Yeah, go for it.
And we'll test it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way of the world, Nick. Make it, test it, try again.
Make it, test it, break it.
You buy a lot of things in bulk, Nick? You're a big bulk buyer?
Yeah, actually, like toilet roll.
Yeah?
Always buy in bulk.
You buying like 3,000 rolls at a time?
Yeah. I buy the ones that they have in like public toilets that like feel like sandpaper.
Yeah, you buy like the
but it's worth it for the gangster savings, man.
Quarter ply toilet paper. That's
yeah.
Man. I don't even know where they get such bad toilet paper from.
I think they I don't know. It must be from like a distant planet, Isaac, because there's no one on Earth that can surely make that and be okay with it.
I don't even know, man. Like, I don't know. Have you seen The Office, the US version?
I have not seen the US version.
Oh
of The
man,
Office.
there's an episode where one of the characters takes. He's in charge of the toilet paper of the building. He has to pay for it, and so he sets up a machine that cuts the toilet paper in half. Like it divides it from normal ply to half ply, and yeah, it's I imagine that's how it works, Nick. The companies are just taking regular toilet paper and just like stripping it apart to make it last longer.
Exactly. In our university, there was a campaign for the president of the Students' Union. There was one person running called Mr. Two-Ply who basically campaigned to put like actual toilet paper throughout our university rather than single ply. He like gained loads of traction. It was amazing.
I mean, it's a movement that I don't understand.
I'm surprised it's not bigger.
Yeah, like I feel like everybody would agree that people would be happy to pay more for any service if like their toilet paper was better. Like I don't get it. Oh no. Oh, what is I'm looking at the little like,
ignore this.
This little platform that you've put down.
so that the autographs didn't fall down. Because I've done that with something before. Right, it's going. Don't you worry.
Oh,
it's
man.
gone.
The good news is that we do have almost 25,000 wood. So I have a feeling that we should be okay. Like in terms of I think we've got a lot of wood. I'm just hoping that
we don't use it all quick.
Burn through it all so fast. And we are still making more wood. Like all of our bonsai pots are still of wood. And we've still yet to make any mulch. I mentioned it in the last episode, but mulch
for the bonsai pots,
rapidly increases the bonsai pot output. There's no point in us making it just yet because we're not actually using the drops that we're getting from the bonsai pots. That's what we're working on setting up right now. But once we have all of this set up, like getting mulch to increase the speed up to 1,000% on the growth rate with the top tier mulch.
Yeah, that's mad. So we don't even need to put more bonsai pots on at all. It's just a case of
for sure. And then also, Nick, we've got stuff like mystical agriculture that we can move into for because like obviously right now we've got the base resources that we can make for trees, like these 8 ingots. But if we want to move forward and make stuff like cobalt or ardite or draconium, I don't know if we have draconic evolution in, but we don't. But stuff like that, we could look towards mystical agriculture and just start growing stuff like that as we go forward. So there's a nice number of, and there's also resource hogs, Nick, which of course we have, which we've not been using.
My favorite, Isaac. So we've got scope.
Yeah, we've got. There's a lot of scope. There's a lot of mods in this pack that allow you to generate resources. And
nice.
As inefficient as it seems, Nick, I would really like to set up the process for automating a resource hog. I don't know how it's done.
Okay.
Because they just stand on a block and poop out a little like truffle. But
yeah.
I really want to try and get it done. I want to try and make one resource from hogs.
One resource from hogs. I'm sure we can get it done, Isaac.
Sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nick, if farmers can do it, I'm sure we can do it. All right?
That's true.
It's my philosophy right there. At some point, Nick, we're going to have to invest in sound mufflers for these machines. They allow the muffling upgrades, don't they? The mechanism machines, they have like a built-in muffling upgrade.
Right.
But as soon as we got all these online, Nick, and it's suddenly the sound of 8 washing machines on full cycle, like...
Yeah, it's going to be like... it's
going to be horrible.
Was it? I forgot the pack.
Oh, Stoneblock 2.
Stoneblock 2, yeah, it's going to be like Stone. Yeah, that was something. That was really something.
That was really something. But also, Nick, the good news is that we can, obviously, with Mechanism, you can get the factory version. So you can get like the basic enriching factory, advanced, and then top tier factory, so that you can, make everything. You can upgrade them with speed upgrades, but on top of that, you can upgrade them with just being able to process 3, 5, or 7 materials at a time instead of just the one. So we really can go above and beyond with Mechanism to really push things quite a bit, which is nice.
That would be nice, man. That would be nice. Do you have any impulse item ducts? Or
I'm about to go make some.
Oh, nice. Okay. I just need a lot. But for now, I need one. But I actually need a lot. But for now, I need one.
Do you have flight, Nick?
I do have flight. Would you like some chorus?
No. I would like you to fly to the Nether and get some glowstone, but...
Yeah, sure, man. I'll go grab some glowstone.
That's the resource we're going to run out of when it comes to making these impulse item ducts first. So yeah, if you could get some of that, that'd be grand.
I'm on my way.
Twould be grand.
Twould be grand. Okay, so that's on my nerd poll from last time when I went to go get some. Jesus Christ.
There's pre-chorus fruit.
Pre-chorus fruit. And now we're post-chorus fruit. So we've gone through 2 iterations of the chorus fruit since I...
Yeah. When I rebuilt this smeltery, Nick, I did move it, and I did. Initially, I made it I contemplated making it bigger, like wider. But eventually, I thought, Nick could never forgive me if I if you made it wider,
which is true.
You know,
so
the core of this smeltery is the fact that it's so long and thin. But I mean, it's still only got 5 slots. It's still so incredibly bad.
Pretty bad, isn't it?
Oh, we could.
But you know what, Isaac? You forgive it for its misgivings because it's so cute, right?
I mean,
and lean.
I mean, I've made a mistake. I've pulled out a block of glowstone instead of pulling it over.
It's all right, Isaac. You're coming back with 4 stacks of glowstone dust.
Nice.
So
Nice.
we're good. We're good.
I like it, Nick. I like it.
Is there any more around here? Probably, but I think this is enough for now. I can always come back. Here we go. Back to the overworld. Oh, that was nice and quick.
Nice.
I'll put him in the system, Isaac.
Okay. I mean, in fairness, you didn't necessarily have to use impulse item ducts for this wood spreading.
Oh no, not at all, Isaac. But you know what, Isaac? As the old businessman said, the old wise businessman Nick said, just make it and put it there, man, even if it's more expensive.
just do it.
Just do it.
Oh, you can't say that, Nick. That one's going to land us in hot water with a certain company.
My name's Nick, not Nike. Can't be saying that.
It's Nike.
Sorry. My name's Nicky, not Nike. I can't say it.
We don't say Nike here in the UK.
No, we don't. And if you do, then what? Who hurt you?
Yeah. Do they ever say their name in adverts? They must not, right?
Probably not. They just show you the tick and everyone knows what it is. Yeah.
How did they get the tick?
I actually read up on this recently. They just literally, I think they employed this girl, this young lady to do it, and she came up with the tick. And I think at first they didn't like it. They thought, all right, just a tick. But then when it took off, and now I think the young girl who made the tick was now an old lady. And not an old lady, but she's an older lady
right.
than she was back then. So I'm offending her. And yeah, like she got an award for it or something. But yeah, they literally got someone they just got this girl to be like, yeah, came up with something. And she came up with
the universal sign for correct though, right? It's like, yep, well done. You know, and suddenly there's some item bricks behind you, by the way. And there's like,
oh, thanks.
You know, somehow that's like, what?
Oh, don't ask me, man.
Do you know what I mean? It's like us taking, I don't know, the star and just making the star our icon, just a generic
I mean,
star.
Apple used a fruit, and look at that now.
I mean, at least they bit into the fruit.
True. That's a bit more original.
Big difference.
There is a big difference.
Huge difference, you know.
Wood round 2 is online.
Do you have enough impulse item books, Nick?
No. I will tell you how many I'm short by in a minute.
Okay.
But it's not going to be an insane amount.
Is it going to be an X-sane amount?
It's going to be an X-sane amount.
Nice.
3, 2...
Wait. What are you doing?
I'm setting one autocrafter to make wood from make planks from woods and send it to all the things, Isaac.
But like we could just replace these simple combustion generators with upgradable ones.
Oh, I know that.
Like, why are we f***ing around with this side when this side's not even upgraded yet? Like, what?
Isaac.
Why is that?
Because when we're rich, Isaac, we can have all of them
Nick,
be...
I don't think... so...
Upgradeable,
not to bust your balls too much, Nick, but I think that we should move away from combustion generators as fast as possible when it comes to being a power source.
I fully agree, Isaac. I think they're shocking.
Why are we... What are we doing?
Don't ask me.
Why are we still here, Nick? Freaking thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more Sky Factory 4, be sure to go ahead, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and make more of these enrichment chambers and energized smelters to fully set up all of this area over here. We'll also look into getting a better source of power, despite Nick having spent 6 hours setting these up.
1 hour, 33 minutes, and 47 seconds.
As always,
that's how long I spent.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.